Right, 7 May 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you our morning update as usual. So every day I give you an update at the same time at 5 a.m. And this week is very important because we are going into impeachment and also into one of the biggest trials ever in our country. That is the trial of Zimbabwean activist Nyokayemabhunu, who is currently incarcerated in South Africa. So I want to quickly take you through what is happening here in South Africa in 3 cities. So we've got Cape Town, we've got Johannesburg, and then we've got Polokwane. So what has happened is that last night, there's been a release of information on the Comrade Nyokayemabhunu channel regarding what is happening with the protest. So everyone is aligned. There's going to be a protest. However, at the same time, Mnangagwa is plotting and planning. He is not resting. And his son, Sean Mnangagwa, has been traveling here in South Africa, trying to stop or frustrate the trial, the actual trial that is taking place, and to plant evidence. So if you go to the Comrade Nyokayemabhunu channel, you'll see that there's been an update, and it's important for you to understand what's going on. So what is going on is that Sean Mnangagwa is leading an operation in South Africa. This is an illegal operation by the Zimbabwe military, which is meant to frustrate all the activists that are working in South Africa, to abduct people, to arrest them, and to harass them. And this is illegal. The Zimbabwean army is not allowed to operate inside of South Africa. So, rightly so, the Zimbabwean army is not involved. This is a Mnangagwa operation that is being done here in South Africa. However, a number of former military officials of Zimbabwe are also aware of what is going on, and there is going to be a fight here in South Africa. If people are not careful, the fight is going to happen in South Africa between those who support the dynasty and those that support change in Zimbabwe. So yesterday, I want to just play for you quickly a small clip of what was said. You can go and listen to it later on the Nyokayemabhunu channel. But let me show you what has happened and what they said last night.
Varkuti pachake acha exist vachibvisa ndo first move yavaita iyoyo. Then we are being notified kuti zvikananda zvakaita meeting in South Africa at a lodge in Polokwane. Then this guy Sean Mnangagwa was there. Comrade Sean Mnangagwa, you are just a military guy. Us also military guys in Zimbabwe. We are thousands and thousands outside the country. It's not a post, Chamisa, you need to do things to the extremes. Please be warned, we are not happy with what you are doing now. I was trying to be very careful when addressing these issues, but when we are noticing that your name is appearing here and there, no.
Right. So what has happened is that Sean Mnangagwa has gathered the meeting at a lodge in Polokwane, and the lodge was named as Waterfall Lodge. So that is where they met over the weekend. And these are dangerous meetings because we're going into a protest, so we don't know what they're planning. But what I can assure you is that you don't have to be afraid in South Africa. I've been operating here in South Africa since 2006. I was here, and I started running media. I was here in 2010. There is nothing that can happen here. The Zimbabwean guys are no one in South Africa. They don't have a right to abduct people here, and do not be afraid. So on Thursday, you must be at the embassy. So I've confirmed the location. So it is at the Zimbabwe embassy in Pretoria. Approval has been given for Zimbabweans to march. So this is the document here. So I've actually put something on my phone so that you can screen grab, because I saw the guys were screen grabbing. So you can see now you can't screen grab. You can try, but you can't screen grab anymore on my phone because I've done something to it. But I'll put this on Gambakwe. You're going to be able to see that on the 8th of May at 10 a.m., there is going to be a meeting or a protest at the Zimbabwe embassy. And this is at Roslyn Electricity. So these are the information I put there for you at the corner of 11 Francis Bernard and Princess Park. And that is where these guys have met with the police. Meetings with the police have been held. And you're going to see a protest taking place in the embassy to make sure that the Zimbabwe embassy does not participate in lying about the documents of Nyokayemabhunu. So this protest is very important because we don't want someone to be arrested or an operation to be carried out in South Africa by the Zimbabwean or Zimbabweans who are part of the Gananda. They mustn't be allowed to operate in South Africa because many Zimbabweans flee to South Africa so that they don't get into trouble in Zimbabwe. Right, so I think I've covered that. I'm going to be there on the 8th. And I would like to invite everyone who is concerned to come to the embassy. If you want to understand what has happened between myself and the guys who work with Nyokayemabhunu, go and watch and listen to that audio. And if you don't have the link to the new Nyokayemabhunu channel, WhatsApp me, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link of where you can listen. Regarding the cooperation between myself and the lawyers that we've hired and the guys who are working with the team, Nyokayemabhunu, there is no misalignment between myself and those guys. My biggest job is to give you clarity because these guys can't enter some places where I can enter. So because I am working in the media, there are certain places where I can go, where they can't go. That's why you see Kuti. I am always somewhere in there. Gambakwe is the biggest media house in Zimbabwe. We are the only media house that is currently independent at the moment. Most of the media has been paid off and bought. And I always say, young people, don't sell out. Don't take money from Mnangagwa. If you take money from Mnangagwa, you are going to go to bed. You are going to cry in bed because you are going to see other young people fighting for freedom. And wherever you have taken money, you can't talk. You have to pretend to support Mnangagwa, and you know in your heart that you are supporting evil. So don't take money, don't be sold. But many people have sold their souls. Many media houses are quiet. Look what has happened now. We used to have a vibrant media leading up to 31 of March. But many people have been paid off. They've gone away. And only Gambakwe is left. So that is very important for you to understand, Kuti. Where we are going to what is called the moment of truth. Who is with the people and who is against the people. And most people are going to be bought by Zvigananda. Zvigananda have got a lot of money. Let me show you what has happened. Someone like Preza, one of the top artists in Zimbabwe, has been paid off yesterday by working with Chiwenga. Many people are accepting these monies. You accept 200,000. The new Zimbabwe is going to have billionaires. You are refusing to be a billionaire because you want to accept 150,000. That is nothing. So I would like to ask everyone not to sell out, especially the guys in the media. Don't sell out. You're going to cry in bed. You feel so bad because you know what is right. And just for 30 pieces of silver, you can't sell out for 30 pieces of silver. And myself, you never see me selling out. I'll be with you guys until the end, just like Nyoka said last week. Now, let's look at what has happened. General Chiwenga is back. So General Chiwenga appeared yesterday. You saw him. He is looking very good, looking amazing. And General Chiwenga is going to do very well in the coming future. You're going to see him as the new president of Zimbabwe. General Chiwenga is next in line. And as soon as the impeachment is over, I've got no doubt that we're going to have a great country. What I like about Chiwenga is he's a guy that has got a plan. He is not corrupt, and he doesn't have thousands and thousands of children just running around in government. look at what Mnangagwa did last week. I wanted to show you her dress. Remember when I said I'll show you Mnangagwa's dress? Guys, look at that. This is crazy. That is Mnangagwa. Yesterday, she formed something called a Greek tourism for she. Can you believe it? She is now started Pada all over again. So yesterday she was in Boyera, and it's crazy. I can't believe it. Guys, bacha imuntu uyu asati aida kure, asati apenga. Mnangagwa makes me laugh. She is crazy. I think the most craziest person though is Mnangagwa himself. Look at his picture at the silos. He put his picture on top of the silos. Even if Mugabe was crazy, he has never put his pictures on a silo. So this is what you're seeing right now. The Mnangagwa family is trying to create a dynasty. Let's not allow it, and we will not allow it. So this week, you're going to see a lot of activities. Guys, this must be a confrontation. So we don't want to give space to the Mnangagwa family in South Africa. Block them from coming here, this side. Let them do what they're doing in Zimbabwe. Don't allow them to dominate Zimbabwe, South Africa. So if you're in South Africa, let's not allow these guys to have space. This is not their home ground. This is a place where everyone must be free. We cannot allow South Africa to be dominated by Zimbabwe military. Shown. So that should not be allowed. And do everything in your power to stop these guys. They must know that if they come this side, they'll be pushed back to Zimbabwe. Right, let's go to the next trending story. And guys, I'm going to be very sensitive in this story. So I must be very sensitive because it's very dangerous. It's a dangerous story. It's taking a bad turn. So this is Mai Jeremiah here. She's a lovely young lady. She's an artist. And unfortunately, she is being accused of fabricating the charge against two men. So if you go to all the newspapers today, there are two men, Thabo Blessing Dube, 27, and Martin Charlie, 25. These are state security agents of Zimbabwe. So like CIO. And last week, they took this young lady to a lodge. And initially it was said it was Avondo, but it's now being said it's Eastlea. And the two men in question are over here. They appeared in court yesterday. The state in the court case, has not opposed bail. So they are going to appear in court again today, and they'll be given bail if they succeed. So the state has not opposed bail. The reason why the state has not opposed bail is that they're saying Mai Jeremiah, that's a stage name, I don't know her real name. She met with these two guys at Joina City, a building in the center of Harare. And Dube, who is 27 years old, was supposed to have some sort of exchange, a commercial exchange or commercial sex exchange with the Mai Jeremiah. And it was agreed that she was going to be paid a certain amount of money. However, when they arrived at the lodge, so it was Dube and Charlie. Charlie facilitated the meeting according to their case, and Mai Jeremiah was supposed to be paid. So they went to the lodge, and an amount of $20 was paid for the room. After the act, Mai Jeremiah then went and took a shower and was paid $20 and went home. However, she said, or she claimed at that point, that the money that she was paid was not the agreed amount of money. After 2 days, she then called Detective Kedha, and they met with the two men and asked them to pay $500 if they didn't want a court case to be opened. So this happened at Seke, at a place called, let me look the name of the place here, Mayambara in Seke. That is where they went. And when they did not pay the money, Detective Kedha then arrested them. So Detective Kedha is a private investigator who operates in Zimbabwe. He was formerly a member of the Zimbabwe police. And after he arrested them, he then took them to the police because they had not paid the money which they demanded, which was an amount of $500. So based on this, the state is saying they cannot arrest or keep these guys in jail. They're currently in jail. They need to then release the guys so that they can go out. I do not want to say anything right now regarding all this that has been said. The one thing that is quite concerning for me, which I want to tell every young lady, if you're going to make a case of rape, you must make sure that you don't take a shower soon after, because that destroys the evidence. You must go to the police soon after. Do not go after 2 days, and do not demand money from the guys that you say have violated you. So very important for you to understand. If you are a young woman and you find yourself in that position, do not do certain mistakes. So I'm not saying that you made those mistakes, but don't make those mistakes. So that is a trending story. And Mai Jeremiah has put herself out in the public. So we need to respect everything that she's saying. But watch the court case today. It's going to happen. We'll give you an update as it happens during the day. Then obviously, let's go to Africa. I always do Africa every single day. And in South Africa, there is a massive development. So the South African government, or President Cyril Ramaphosa, is facing 3 legal setbacks. And this happened yesterday. The first one is a constitutional court ruling that the loss of citizenship by South Africans who got dual citizenship in 1995 is unconstitutional. So every South African citizen who lost their citizenship in 1995, because they got dual citizenship, they can now have it. And an online portal has been opened where you can go and get your citizenship back. There's also a ruling on the NHI, National Health Insurance, where the court has ruled that President Cyril Ramaphosa must provide the reasons why he made a decision on the NHI. That is very important. And then the DA has gone to court. DA doing very, very well in court. And the DA has made an application for the employment equity quotas to be removed or scrapped. So currently the South African Home Affairs or Department of Labor have made a law that any company with 50 employees or more must follow certain quotas on how many black people should be in the company. And the DA is going to court to say this is unconstitutional and this must be scrapped. I would like this to happen. I don't think it makes sense for someone to employ people based on race. Imagine if you spend all the time looking, how many black people do I employ? How many white people do I employ? That's crazy. So I like what the DA is doing. The DA is doing very, very well. And I hope that they succeed in what they are doing. Then let's go to Zambia. President Hakainde Hichilema has had a meeting with a representative of the president of DRC. And that meeting is with Miss Isabel Kibasa Maliba, First Secretary at Large to His Excellency, Mr. Felix Chilombo Shikeledi. This is to discuss various issues around the border. The two countries share 1,900 kilometers of border together. I always tell you guys that Zimbabwe is the best country because the distance between places is so short. In Zambia, distances are so big, the country is so hard to manage. But Zimbabwe, one of the best countries, probably the only country that can become a first world country because of the way it is set up. Zimbabwe is set up to become a first world country. So this is the meeting, and there are major challenges between the DRC and Zambia, and also between the DRC and other countries. You can see the fights that are within the DRC. Within the DRC, there's challenges, and also within the border, Zambia, also in between Zimbabwe and Zambia, the issues there are rising, and I'll be raising those issues as time goes on. But very important, President Hakainde Hichilema always communicating very nicely. I like President Hakainde Hichilema. There is no day when you doubt what he has to say about anything. He is very, very present, and I like him. There is a diplomatic issue rising in Zambia right now, and I want you guys to check it out. In the Zambian press, there is a man here called Robert Chabinga. There is a diplomatic issue that is arisen in Zambia, and tomorrow I'll give you more details on why his statements have alarmed diplomats in Zambia. Right, now let's quickly wrap up. I want to look at Nelson Chamisa. Nelson Chamisa, one of my favorite people. I always follow everything that he says. Look at what Nelson Chamisa is saying. The greatest task of a great leader is to demystify power and simplify the duty of the public service. Keep strong. Guys, this is probably one of the most difficult things for me to understand. The greatest task of a great leader is to demystify power and simplify the duty of public service. Keep strong. This is what we call strategic ambiguity. It's so strategic. It's so ambiguous. I can't understand it. Guys, this is amazing. Ndodamuna, I know this is what Chamisa is said here. Please type in the comments. What did Chamisa say? Kumkoma one-on-one. I know what you like talking. Tell me the meaning of this tweet. If you're in Harare, I'll give you a pair of bro wipes. Free bro wipes. If you tell me what Chamisa is saying. What is the greatest task of a great leader is to demystify power and simplify the duty of the public service. Keep strong. I think, guys, many people are going to struggle to understand this tweet. Chamisa, tell us. Let's see what he said in Chamisa News Channel so that I can understand if he's saying, he further explained it. He is posted here on the Chamisa News Channel. Please go and follow. Chamisa is saying, one people, the future shared, and one blessed Sunday. That was the last thing that he said on Chamisa News Channel. We are going into a very important period. New people are going to take over in our country. Let's make sure that we get a new country and don't allow the current state to continue. We need a change, and Chamisa is going to play a big part in what is going to happen. I would like to thank you guys for following Chamisa, even though he is not currently saying a lot. How many times have you seen Chamisa on video in the past year? So it's important for you to understand that when you're not on video, people get confused. So I would like to thank you guys. The way that Chamisa is so popular, even though he's not on video, it's amazing. It's shocking. It's actually unbelievable. And then I want to end with one of my pastors that I like and follow very much. And this is Pastor, in fact, is Apostle Mutawashe. This guy was very close to Makandiwa when he started out. These are the guys who come from AFM, and these were the first guys to reform the AFM. You must go and check out what he said about Zimbabwe, that people must talk well about Zimbabwe. And I'm feeling sorry for these guys because I think they're being blackmailed. People like Apostle Mutawashe, he was one of the first people to speak up. Shingi Munyeza, also one of the people to speak up. It turns out that if you speak up against Mnangagwa, he tends to go after you. So I feel sorry for it, for what he said now. That people must speak well about Zimbabwe. Guys, speak up. Speak up against what is happening in our country. It's bad, it's terrible. How can you speak well about someone arresting a journalist for 72 days? How can you speak well about a country where the last thing someone says before they die is, I need the pennies? How can you speak well about a country where the roads to Victoria Falls takes you 8 hours to travel 400 kilometers? That is 30 minutes That is 2 hours for each 100 kilometers. Guys, this is terrible. Mnangagwa is the worst person. The very worst person that has ever led our country is Mnangagwa. He's the problem. And there is nothing to summarize it further than to say Mnangagwa Arguravan Nenzara. So let's make sure that this man is gone. Mnangagwa is not fit for purpose. He is. Look at Mnangagwa right now. Do you really think that this man can take us anywhere? So let's all push very, very hard and push this man out. He is gone. Let's make sure he doesn't come back. He is just about to come back. And if you allow it, I'm not pay Zambia. Mark my word. Most of you that are watching here, you are going to be looking back in 10 years' time and say, we were so close. And let's not lose this moment. Let's not miss this moment. It's very, very important. Mnangagwa and his children are trying to form a dynasty. Let's not allow them to form a dynasty. And let's start on Thursday. So on Thursday, all the guys that are in South Africa, go to that embassy and make sure that your voice is heard. I'm going to be there. And on Friday, we're going to be in court. If they take out one of us, the ones that are left, stand up and push this man out. Mnangagwa is very weak. If you push him a little bit, he's going to tip over. He's pretending to be strong, but he's not strong. Mnangagwa is very, very weak. Mnangagwa Arguravanu Nenzara. Right, I've covered it. And I would like to quickly look at the newspapers. Let's see what is in the Herald newspaper. So I want to start by showing you guys. I'm going to share the newspaper with you. South Africa is the only country where you can read newspapers for free. So if you're in South Africa, you don't have to buy newspapers. They are free. If you drive to the airport, you can actually see the newspaper there for free. If you are in your house, you can read the newspaper for free. You don't have to buy newspapers, including newspapers of any country. You don't have to pay for it. It's all free. So I want to go to Zambia. I've given you this story here. There is a massive outcry over this man, Chabinga. So Google this story. Tomorrow I'll give you details about what he said. Chabinga, he said something very bad about diplomats. And there's a big outcry about it. Now let's go to Herald Zimbabwe. In fact, let's go to Newsday. Zimbabwe. Newsday is a newspaper owned by Trevor Ngube. And let's see what it says today. Right. Blessed Mhlanga free after 72 days. And then Harare Town Clerk Shango has left office. Remember, the reason why he left office is because he clashed with Mnangagwa over Ken Sharp. I told you about this last year. And now he's out of office. He was also arrested. And then 72 days has been released, Blessed Mhlanga. And then let's see, there is going to be an award dinner of the Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce over here. And what else is in this newspaper? So I think I've covered everything. Sanyatwe is doing his job now as a minister of sport. I like this man, but I don't know why he's enjoying this job so much. Sanyatwe seems to enjoy this job so much. I don't get it. It's as if he just put away his gun and got a tennis ball, and he likes it. It's crazy, right? Sanyatwe, man. No, let's see what's in the Herald. The Herald newspaper is showing us the picture of Mnangagwa here. So check out Mnangagwa. He was wearing the national dress. They try to find the best picture of Mnangagwa that they can. Mnangagwa, guys, is very sick. Look at his face. Mnangagwa is not doing well. This is terrible. I think what I can tell you is that within a few months, you're going to see Mnangagwa just dropping in public. Like he's just going to be walking and then it drops. They are trying their best, like they gave him a new haircut. Look at Mnangagwa's haircut. Do you guys realize what has happened to Mnangagwa's haircut? Let me show you. I watch Mnangagwa for hours. Like I sit down to watch. Look at his hair right here. Right? Go back here. Look at his hair very carefully. Go back here. Now look at his haircut. yesterday. So they're trying their best to fix Mnangagwa. I think they spend hours doing makeup. But this man is terrible. He is afraid of his own shadow, Mnangagwa, at the moment. And then, as I showed you, a Greek for she, Oxila Mnangagwa, it was in Buhera yesterday. Seke. Now, what else is there? Jenfan is gone crazy. Minimum service delivery standards. No one takes Jenfan seriously. And let's see what else is there. Zimbabwe, Smablanyo on the edge, and Sanyatwe here. You see Sanyatwe again. Then let's quickly look at the Chronicle newspaper of Zimbabwe. Chronicle Zimbabwe, and see what is over there. Okay, same thing. They're showing a picture at the front here. You see a picture of Mnangagwa. Let's see what Mnangagwa is wearing. I always look at people and see what they're wearing. Right, Mnangagwa's shoes. Check out Mnangagwa's shoes. Do you see that all those shoes were bought from one place? So it's like a uniform. And Mnangagwa wearing a hat over here. As I said to you, a big makeup from Mnangagwa. They're also not showing Chiwenga. So watch very carefully. Here is the picture that I'm showing you. So this is Chiwenga right behind Mnangagwa. You see Chiwenga is walking there. There's Mohadi over there and the security guys. In any of these pictures, you probably won't see Chiwenga. Let's see if they've shown Chiwenga anywhere. Let's see here. No Chiwenga. So they're not going to show you Chiwenga. They're not even going to tell you that he's back. So they're not going to tell you that he's back. You won't see anything about Chiwenga in this newspaper. That is because Chiwenga is the man of the moment, and Chiwenga is going to be the leader, the new leader. They're trying to black out Chiwenga as much as possible. The most popular person in Zimbabwe right now is Chiwenga. He is very, very popular. And if Chiwenga becomes president, people are going to love it. Our country is going to do very, very well. Okay, I think I've covered everything. But basically today, the most important story is this young lady, Mai Jeremiah. And guys, this is very painful for me. I don't like it when people use their positions to overpower women, especially in Zimbabwe. And I wish that since that they've now put it in the public, maybe she can call me and we'll have a chat and see if we can bring a bit of attention on this whole issue. I don't think the Zimbabwe state agents are just being accused for no reason. And also, Detective Kedha, let's see what he said about this whole thing. Because I watched him when he arrested these guys. But remember, Kedha was also arrested before. So they're going to probably go after him. So that is Kedha, Detective Kedha. I don't even know what his channel is called. Detective Kedha. Yes, he's a very popular guy. So I'm not seeing the actual channel, but it's called Matrix Investigations. That is his channel over there. You can go and check out Matrix Investigation channel. And I wish we could get a bit more detail on whether these guys are telling truth or lies, because they're just about to be released on bail today. So if these guys get released on bail, you can imagine what is going to happen to this young lady. And I don't think we should allow it. All the people that deal with women must follow up on this story and make sure that these guys don't get away with it, especially given the circumstances. Right. I think this story is not on his channel. For some reason, it's not on his channel. But I'll try to find Mai Jeremiah's song and we'll talk to her. She must not allow her image to be tarnished. So she must come out and at least say what exactly is happening. Did she get paid $20? Did she take a bath after the whole incident? And then was she taken to the taxis? And then after 2 days, did she demand 500? So let's make sure that this thing gets discussed, because these guys are going to be out on bail very, very soon. You are not a medical doctor, Gavakwe. Yes. But Mnangagwa, I watch him every day. Like right now, let me tell you what I do when I finish here. I take my computer and I just look at Mnangagwa like for an hour or so. And I put him on that computer. You see at the back here, there is a big TV over there. So I just go there and I watch Mnangagwa and I like try to understand what's going on with Mnangagwa. There's something terribly wrong with Mnangagwa, guys. There is no one that can run a country in the state that it is and arrest people and keep them in jail. Right now, it's got 95 people in jail. There must be something totally wrong with this guy to do this and think that nothing is wrong. 95 people in jail since the 31st. That is 36 days. When Nyokayemabhunu were arrested. So I think Nyokayemabhunu doesn't know this. And all those guys, we had a one-man demo for them. I then wrote letters to all the presidents in this region to say release the people. I personally went to SADC to deal with this issue. Mnangagwa was given pressure to release those people. He has done the same thing again. He's arresting people, keeping them in jail for no reason, no trial. This man is crazy. Mnangagwa must be stopped. Otherwise, if it continues like this, and we need to make sure that it doesn't continue this way. And especially now, what's happening with his son. Imagine Shoni Mnangagwa, if he becomes president. That means for the next 60 years, he's going to be going after you. Then Shoni Mnangagwa is going to become the son is going to become the president. Come on, guys, we don't want a dynasty in our country. This is crazy. Right, let's see if there's any comments concerning South Africa. Any leader who mentions Julius Malema will be made to feel like, who is that? Then ED looking good. No, I don't like him. Let me show you what I don't like about ED. ED, look at him. Something is wrong with him. Why is he wearing reading glasses? I don't believe it. He's hiding something. Look at him. Yeah, it's worse. So this is the real ED. They then take him to Photoshop and they try to make him look good. So guys, look at the picture that I'm displaying. There is no relationship between the real picture of Mnangagwa and what they're showing you on the newspapers. So this is the picture of Mnangagwa after the Photoshopping. Like they put him in AI. Let me show you the one that they're presenting. Mnangagwa is not what they're showing you. Something's wrong with Mnangagwa. It's not looking good. And let me show you here that the picture that you're showing. No way that Mnangagwa is looking like this. Yeah, that is like Photoshop, serious Photoshop on Mnangagwa. It is not looking good. And also, he's crazy. Look, he puts himself in the silo. I can't believe it. This man loves attention. And what else? What else do we have in the comments? I speak the truth from a global perspective. No. And then what else do we have here? Chamisa is saying a leader can even travel by bus to and from work. Nothing special about a leader. So, Mkoba, you're talking about this tweet by Chamisa, which says the greatest task of a great leader is to demystify power and simplify the duty of the public service. Keep strong. However, I believe that we need a bit more muscle. I believe that we need to give Mnangagwa a little push. He's too relaxed. And people like we know are just paying off people. We are losing people in our public space. We're talking. Guys, do you realize that all the people that were talking against Mnangagwa are gone? Imagine if they buy me. Who will be left? if I'm bought, Mosala Mega, guys, Makungo jingles. So let's protect our free speech. Let's protect Nyokayemabhunu. Let's protect all the channels that have gone quiet because they've been bought off by Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is a very dangerous person. I don't like it. I don't like what's happening in Zimbabwe. And let's protect our country, everybody in the security structures. totally opposed to what Mnangagwa is doing. Over 90% of all the soldiers, police, intelligence, prison service, and the war veterans are against Mnangagwa. Let's make sure that this man doesn't get on and continue taking us for a ride. Mnangagwa is taking us for a ride. Mnangagwa, the worst person, no one likes him. And he needs to go. So let's recap. Sean Mnangagwa has been here in South Africa this week. Over the weekend, they met in a place called Waterfall Lodge in Polokwane to try and strategize on keeping Nyokayemabhunu in jail. And this is a military operation. I do not know why they're spending so much resources on it. The only thing I can think of is that they want to stop Chiwenga. So they want to stop Chiwenga, so they're doing everything in their power. And eventually they will get to Chiwenga, they will deal with him. And that would be crazy. Right, I think I've covered everything. Let me see if anything else is new here. As I said, tomorrow, very important day, we meet at the Zimbabwe embassy. Very, very important for us to meet at the Zimbabwe embassy and stop Mnangagwa, stop Zvigananda, stop Nzara. Do not allow hunger in our country. Right, I think I've covered everything. I wanted to see if anyone else has posted while I was talking. President Dumapoko, let's see what President Dumapoko has said. Very important to see President Dumapoko today the honor of addressing the esteemed Botswana Police Service senior officers at the 51st Botswana Police Senior Officers Annual Conference. So you can go check it out on President Dumapoko's Facebook page. Look at that haircut. The guys, President Dumapoko has got one of the best haircuts ever. I want to show it to you before I go. In fact, today is the day of haircuts. I think of all the presidents in SADC, President Dumapoko is the most stylish. So let's look at the haircuts of today. Boko is doing amazing. He's living in Botswana and he has a good relationship with the Americans. I want to tell you that if you want to do well as a country, have a good relationship with the Americans. If you don't have a good relationship with the Americans, things won't go well for you. You can't go to all these strange countries that have got no money. Look at President Dumapoko. What an amazing haircut. And let's look at another haircut before I go. President Hichilema, a new haircut. So what I like about President Hichilema is his hairline. Amazing. When he cuts his hair, do you see Dumapoko cuts his hair and he has what is called a face cut? President Hichilema has got a natural face cut. He was born with a face cut. HH, he already has a face cut. He doesn't have to do it. And obviously, if you look at these guys, they spend hours and hours on the image. So let's look at HH. Yesterday, HH, when he made this meeting with the representative of Dynasty, he has the latest picture here. Look at HH. He's got a natural face cut and he keeps his hair almost uncut. Check it out. And then obviously, we've got Mnangagwa. His hair is just all over the place. It's crazy. I can't believe it, guys. I spent hours doing this and it's interesting to me. I like it. What else did you see? I actually didn't see Chiwenga sitting. I saw Tino Machakayere over there and the minister of the big holding minister of tourism. She was over there. I think yesterday there was a cabinet meeting, and then obviously you can see that Auxilia is now hiding her hair after I showed you that she was badly poisoned. But this dress, probably the worst dress I've ever seen. Terrible. I don't know what she's wearing. Right, but you want to see Chiwenga's cut? That is Chiwenga's haircut, looking amazing. And probably you can see that his skin is glowing, meaning doing a good job over there. Guys, I would like to thank you for watching. I am still traveling. I'm going to be traveling for almost this whole month. I'm going to be in and out and in and out. I want to make sure that we don't sell out. There is a big push in the media space. If you see someone that you normally know talking proper stuff, now starting to talk gibberish, that person is sold out. We are at a critical moment, and when we cross over to where we're going, you are going to make so much money, especially the guys in the civil service. You are going to earn $1,500 minimum. Don't forget the reason. $1,500 a month minimum salary, and then you're going to get a lot of benefits. Guys in the police, soldiers, teachers, nurses, counterintelligence, army, you guys are going to do very, very well. So we need a change because Mnangagwa cannot give you a high salary. Mnangagwa has got no plan. That is why we need Chiwenga to take over. $1,500 minimum salary, that is what you are going to earn. And your country is going to do well. Infrastructure is going to do well. You're going to have a country that is a first world country. So let's not sell out. Come to the embassy and make sure that your voice is heard. And then on Friday, we want 1,000 people at the Randburg Magistrates Court. You're going to get the directions. You're going to get the location. Come over there, be there by 9 o'clock in the morning so that nothing happens. We want to make sure that the judges know that they're dealing with a political prisoner who is Wellington Masawi or Nyokayemabhunu. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. It's been over 46 minutes since I started talking. I'm talking longer than Makandiwa. Thank you very much, and a good day to you all.